Well, when is enough is enough? When are we going to become a civilized and stop being barbarics? When are we going to become human? My name is Shabaka Sundiata Waqlimi from the United States of America. I was born and raised in Charleston, South Carolina, in a little small Baptist church called Morris Street Baptist Church that I was baptized at. And we was taught at a young age that life is sacred. I'm not against capital punishment. I'm not for capital punishment. I'm against killing. Whether the killing is done by an individual, a state, and the death houses, or a country dropping its bombs. I am a death row survivor and exoneree, an individual that spent 14 and a half years on Florida's death row and came within 15 hours of being murdered, not executed, but murdered. Before you are to be put to death, a civilian will be escorted by a lieutenant or captain, will come to your death watch cell and ask you to step out. And once out, they will ask you to extend your arms like this. And a tape measure will go around your chest, then around your waist, and the inseam of your pants legs. You see, ladies and gentlemen, the state of Florida is very gracious. That if your family do not have the wherewithal to buy you a burial suit, you are being measured for one. No prosecutor, no judge, no state, but yet we just continue to going on to kill and kill and kill. Nobody is saying, hey, we make a mistake, we got flaws in our system. My brother took my death sentence. I live with the fact today knowing that my brother is not amongst us because I was someplace I had no right to be by nothing that I did. Everyone on death row is a political prisoner because capital punishment in this country is nothing but political. It's pure politics, it's not religious, it's not moral. It has nothing else but politics involved.
What do you think is the main reason for people of believing that death penalty or capital punishment is right, is something fair?
Americans operate from fear and terror. It has been stated that the people of the United States of America is populated by people that if you get them emotional, they will do anything you ask them to do, believe anything you ask them to believe, all because of their emotional instability. And it's very true. I had almost a 15-year gap in my resume, you know. I mean, they asked me, hey, what you been doing for the last 15 years? I can't say I'm a death row. I can't say that. So, and I know 2 jobs I was dismissed after I was granted the position, and they said I was being released because I had somehow misrepresented myself on the application. Two jobs that I really love because it taught you humility. You know, you could leave today and say, this is humility. Then you go back tomorrow and you leave tomorrow and you say, that wasn't humility, this is humility. It took you that. And you had to do it from here. You had to come from the heart. Yes, ma'am.
Earlier that you spoke about, or you mentioned healing and how in our society we don't really offer that. Do you think that you're healed from your process?
Am I healed? I'm healed enough to control those emotions, because I still possess those emotions. When I talk to an audience, I ask them to do one thing for me. I ask them to pray for me. And the reason why I ask them to pray for me is that I know that one day all those emotions is going to swell up. And I ask people to pray for Shabaka, that when that day come, I be by myself. Because I don't know whether Shabaka will be strong enough to deal with all that at one time. In fact, Shabaka don't even want to know if he can be strong enough to deal with all at one time.